Ask yourself, what should the role of government be in a perfect world? Those subscribing to the political philosophy known as libertarianism believe that individuals should be responsible for their own needs, while the government should have a limited role. Libertarians think that individuals should be able to do as they desire, just as long as those actions do not harm others. They also believe that the current government has powers not granted to it by the United States Constitution. To gain a complete understanding of why libertarians believe what they do about our government, let's first examine their philosophy and priorities. Libertarians believe that individuals should be able to do what they want if it does not infringe upon the rights of others or cause harm to others. Dictionary.com defines libertarianism in several ways. First, a libertarian is a person who advocates liberty, especially with regard to thought or conduct. They're also defined as a person who maintains the doctrine of free will. Additionally, libertarians are people advocating liberty or conforming to principles of liberty. Now, those are fairly general descriptions of what a libertarian is, and so let's look at a few quotations from libertarianism.com to shed light on what libertarians themselves believe their philosophy is. Sharon Harris, the president of Advocates for Self-Government, states that libertarians believe that each person owns his own life and property and has the right to make his own choices as to how he should live his life, as long as he simply respects the same right of others to do the same. Carol Rand, who's on the board of directors for Advocates for Self-Government, affirms that libertarians are self-governors in both personal and economic matters. They believe government's only purpose is to protect people from coercion and violence. Libertarians value individual responsibility and tolerate economic and social diversity. So, without taking a position, let's look at what some of the ramifications are if the society was controlled by libertarians. First, growing, smoking, and selling marijuana would be legal without any sort of penalty. Second, any person could legally give business to a prostitute or become a prostitute themselves. And finally, taxes would be much lower because government size would be greatly reduced and therefore wouldn't require as much money to maintain itself. Now you may be asking, what then do libertarians believe the government should be doing? Libertarian philosophy suggests that government should be minimally involved in people's lives. They consider that the government is by nature a dangerous tool and should therefore be limited and divided. They also believe that government's role is to protect life, liberty, and property, something the current United States government, in their opinion, does not do. They say the IRS seizes money and money is property. The government takes money from some, gives it to others, distributes that through programs such as welfare, Medicare, and public education. If you have a conversation with a true libertarian, he or she would tell you that the government is the only body who can legally seize property at the point of a gun barrel. So in summary, libertarians believe that government should have very limited power. They also think that you should be able to do whatever you want as long as it doesn't infringe upon the rights of others or cause them harm. Libertarianism is based upon the principles of individualism and limited government power. To quote Dr. Kenneth Bison, libertarianism is what your mom taught you. Behave yourself and don't hit your sister.